President Trump's former personal attorney is set to testify in the House today, calling the president a racist, con man, and cheat.
Michael Cohen says this is his chance to come clean to the public before he goes to jail for financial crimes. News 8's Brenna Donnelly has a statement he'll give here in about 3 hours from right now.
You're right. Yeah, we have a copy of this statement that we received overnight. It was intentionally released ahead of that House Oversight Committee hearing. It's kind of big font, but it is 20 pages long, full of apologies and accusations that the president is lying to Americans. Michael Cohen does report to prison in May for 3 years for pleading guilty to charges including lying to Congress in the past. He says he knows people may not believe him, but offers 4 documents as evidence of his claims. Now, those claims are that the president knew ahead of time about the WikiLeaks exposure of Hillary Clinton emails, that Trump paid off a woman he had an affair with and hid the money trail, that Trump insinuated Cohen lied to Congress about the Trump Tower project in Moscow, that Trump's entire presidential campaign was originally a huge infomercial for him to get more money and power, and that Trump is a racist, calling African Americans too stupid to vote for him and mocking a downtown Chicago suburb. A Democratic representative from New York says he's one of many eager to hear the testimony in person today.
The American people deserve to know whether Donald Trump has been functioning as the president of the United States of America or as the equivalent of an organized crime boss. Michael Cohen can shed some light.
I look forward to tomorrow, to being able to, in my voice, to tell the American people my story, and I'm going to let the American people decide exactly who's telling the truth. So I want to thank you.
That was Michael Cohen speaking last night to reporters after a closed-door Senate meeting. President Trump's press secretary has already responded, shutting the door on the entire hearing. Sarah Sanders says it's laughable that anyone take a convicted liar like Cohen at his word, and pathetic to see him given yet another opportunity to spread his lies. President Trump has also tweeted a response this morning saying Cohen is lying to reduce his prison sentence. If you'd like to read Michael Cohen's full statement, we have it online right now on the homepage of wishtv.com. We'll also be sure to live stream the entire hearing at 10 o'clock today, including the question and answer portion that follows this statement. That'll be available on our website, on our app, as well as our Facebook page.
And Brenna